Alright, what's up, yins, guys? Time for another video. I wasn't really going to go on the bandwagon and do a video about this, but I'm going to go ahead while it's on my mind because I was reading articles and Jim Carrey actually chimes in, and I'm not going to hate on him either, but I would, in this subject matter, tell him to reconsider his strong views about this because I don't want to see anybody sensationalizing any kind of rivalry, if you will, or the making anybody into a monster, make one person a bad guy and one person a good guy about shit like this. The Will Smith, Chris Rock incident. I'm thinking that in the back of my head, I worked in factories and places, okay, and where we see comedians and celebrities on TV and all that. Um, okay, I worked in warehouses, whether it was white people cracking jokes to each other, or black people cracking jokes about each other, and then a little bit of in between. And just bear with me about how this relates to Hollywood. But a lot of us observe Hollywood and listen to radio stations at work, making fun of different things too. And shit, people been exploiting everything, looking for reason to exploit everything forever. Anyway, but then I went on from warehouses. Okay, a particular place when your job you had for so many years, shit happens. You got to look for another job. Then you work for agencies that send you to different factories. You go to this one, then this one, then help clean ball stadiums or help in construction. And what I'm getting at is whether it's somebody of the same race as you or black on black, white on white, you have to adjust to different cultures and humor. And sometimes the idea of humor or what's acceptable as humor gets blurred. I think that happens in the world too, where actors slash comedians too. Shit happens. Yeah, Will Smith got a little emotional, but I don't want anybody to see anybody make him the bad guy like he did something so wrong. But then I don't want to go and encourage anybody either to say, well, Chris Rock, oh, what a monster. I don't want to see, say, other common black people watching this or common people that look like me watching this. And I would rather see them shake hands and make up. You know why? Because I would rather hope to see that rather than anybody. I mean, there are going to be shitloads of people exploiting this, and I'd like to see them shake hands and forgive and forget. You know what I mean? First of all, I worked in for charity in a particular neighborhood that serves a lot of people like black kids on Christmas time. And me, and along with other friends that were of color, swear like worse than truck drivers and all that stuff too, but worked for charity. And in the neighborhood I was in too, there was certain blurred lines of humor, but you sort of learn in a way too. You had the gossips and drama kings and drama queens. In warehouses too, you had women, both black or white, the cackling hens, and then the male gossips and shit starters and different shit like. I think we see enough of that, and the common people, see enough of that in the actual world, minimum wage working world, or even when you got out of minimum wage, we got the shit starters, and then we're looking at Hollywood and like, come on now, we don't need any more of this. And since Will Smith and Chris Rock, they played serious movies, I think, comedy backgrounds, and I'm just thinking that I don't know if, say, I had two friends, a dude and his wife that were, say, they were both black or white or whatever, and I knew both of them all right, and maybe I cracked a wrong joke and didn't think about it. Maybe, all right, consider like when you were in school, right? It may have happened to us all. One of us may have unwittingly the humor blurred. Different cultures. You start from school, and then you're in different cultures and workplaces, and people, maybe act goofy. I'm just trying to categorize that. And sometimes you can, if you go from one, shit, I went from more than one high school because we moved a couple of times, okay, as a kid, knowing the cultures are different. Everybody else joking this or that, you got to know not to, if you go somewhere else, don't joke like that. Then I grew up going to different jobs, different white people and black and different places where a bunch of people were joking like this, and you try not to join in or anything because you don't want to be, in trouble, so to speak. And then, I gotta watch that shit, too. You know what I mean? But say you go to a different job here and there, damn near culture is all different too about what people are acceptable to joke about. But just because everybody else is doing it, should you do it too? But and that shit can go out of hand. You know what? That can get a little out of hand. And I don't think that people need to see any more of Hollywood sensationalizing or encourage maybe people like maybe Chris Rock and Will Smith to hate each other or and I'm not going to hate on Jim Carrey, but the only thing I can say about him, I'm not hating on him. I'm not going to go say, oh, fuck Jim Carrey, and I'm not going to say, oh, fuck Chris Rock. And I'm not going to let anybody tell me, well, oh, Will Smith, oh, yeah, he committed such a violent act in front. I rather see him shake hands and make up. You know what I mean? But yeah, what I was kind of saying in the middle, some sentences too, that I worked for charity. It was for black kids, and hey, black and white friends, and we all swear because of the neighborhood, but we want to do what's right, and know not to crack any wrong humor or swear too much, on a duty. We did it every year for Christmas time. And I was just throwing what I did for charity in there because that's my answer to racial relations, not this other bullshit that people were sensationalizing now because a cop did something. I don't want to see it get that far where people are sensationalizing and encouraging, hating like that. You know what I mean? And I think you let that shit go, and people want, it's big business too. There's people that, without the consent of either party of a celebrity, right? Tabloid shit that people want to be all making money and shit. They're not above encouraging people to hate on each other. Big business for them, and some of them I don't think that they even have the full right or consent to use their image or likeness or whatever. You're getting into a lot of shit that you want to look up. I'm just giving you a nutshell thing. Somebody making money off it, I'd rather see them shake hands and make up, and not to hate on Jim Carrey, but I see an article about, oh, what he would do, make Will Smith look bad. I would rather see Jim Carrey make a peaceful approach and say, shake hands and make up. You know what I mean? Because, there's enough of this hating going on, and the whole world is watching that, and I would rather see them shake hands and make up, because then all the other assholes that are trying to exploit all this shit, they're going to be well disappointed and not going to be making money off of the deal. You know what I mean? Don't sensationalize the hating on either side. You know what I mean? Then maybe somebody will crack a bad joke and you might resent it or whatever, but don't make anybody the bad guy on this either. You know what I mean? I'm saying this because a lot of black YouTubers that I subscribe to, actually on purpose, that don't follow the radical woke stuff, that they have their opinions on it. And I think it's important to subscribe on YouTuber platforms people of other races with other points of view rather than just what you're told to be outraged about. How to tell you, so you don't have anybody telling you when and how to be outraged or whether you should be outraged. Have it dictated to you. Hey, look at people with other races with more than one point of view. You know what I mean? I think that beats out being racist any day. That's about the best thing you can do. in this world, live your life so you can't be accused. You know what I mean?